it is not the oldest text of law available in the world. There are the textbooks of Mencius and Confucius in China, as well as there are the laws of Hammurabi in Babylon, which is the oldest law textbook available in the world. So it is not the oldest one. And moreover, Manusmriti is not only the textbook of law, but it contains so many other things. The costumes and rituals, then laws, then administrative rules, all these things, how to behave with another person, so many things this Manusmriti contains. So it is something more than that law. And the oldest reference of Manusmriti which is available in Hindu literature is in Mahabharata. Manusmriti is referred, references are there in Mahabharata. Even in Manusmriti, there are some verses which say that Manusmriti was there when Saraswati Nadi was there, Saraswati river. And now according to satellite research, they say that Saraswati river has vanished 3000 years back. And the references of Manusmriti in one verse it says that the punishment given for particular offences was the parikrama of Saraswati. That means the Manusmriti when it was written, Saraswati Nadi was there. So it is so old. The point which I want to stress is that it is such a old textbook of law. You will find so many new laws which are available today. They were available at that time 3000 years back. So that is the importance, and those are not old, they are in vogue today also. So that is the importance. 3000 years back, our ancestors have formulated such a book, wonderful book of Manusmriti. Now I will come to what is the Smriti and what is Manusmriti. That is also a big story. The Vedic literature is divided into two parts, Shrutis and Smriti. Shruti means the knowledge which is pursued by the Rishis by meditation. It is the knowledge which is pursued by the great Rishis, holy sages, by meditation, and it includes all the Vedas and Upanishads. That is called as Shruti. It is the experiences of the Rishis, the sages, and the experience which is noted down in the verses. That is called as Shruti. And Smriti is mere collection of the customs, the rituals, traditions, rules, laws, the methods of behavior with one person to another, what is called as dharma. So that is Shruti, that is Smriti. And Smritis they belong to every Veda. The important part of the Vedic studies is the Kalpa. It consists of three parts, Grahya Sutra, Shrautra Sutra and Dharma Sutra. Grahya Sutra means the rituals or the customs which are of the domestic functions which are performed at everybody's home. That is called as Grahya Sutra. Means 16 sanskaras which in our Hindu culture we form, various religious procedures, that is included in Grahya Sutra. What is Shrautra Sutra? Shrautra Sutra means public functions. The rituals or the public functions which are carried out in society in collectively, that is formulated in Shrautra Sutra. So that is a public law you can say, that is Shrautra Sutra. And Dharma Sutra means the sutras or the principles on which one has to behave with another individual, how to administer, what is good, what is bad, what is law, what is justice, what is injustice, all these things they are formulated in Dharma Sutra. So this Manusmriti is, and every Veda has got its own Dharma Sutra. So this Manusmriti is based on the Manav Dharma Sutra of Maitrayani Shaka of Krishna Yajurveda. Krishna Yajurveda is a part of Yajurveda. So it's Maitrayani Shaka, it is a branch. Some people have studied that. And its Dharma Sutra is known as Manusmriti. Now there are stories about Manusmriti also. Whether Manu was a person, whether he has written, whether he was a king, whether he was a sage, don't know. That is all written. And Manu himself has mentioned in his book that he has not written this book, Manusmriti. This is a Marathi text. But he says that on the request of Rishis and Munis who went to Manu at some period at the beginning of Kali Yuga, and they requested him that what are the methods to behave one person to another person, what are the methods of administration, how to perform the religious function, all these things. And you tell us that. On that request, Manu has formulated, he has compiled these Smritis on the request of all the Rishis and Munis. So he has not written that. And it is not the Manu who has written this. He has only done compilation or collection of her. Smriti means collection of the customs, rituals and all the things available in the society. So it is not a book written, but it is only compilation. That means these rituals, these customs were in vogue for thousands years before. As I mentioned, the name of Manu is there in Mahabharata and when the Saraswati Nadi was flowing. So it is only collection of the rituals and customs which were vogue in those period. So he has made a text of it, and that is called as Manusmriti. How I have attracted to the study of Manusmriti, that also I want to tell. Manusmriti name is very famous in Maharashtra, especially since the day when Honorable Dr. Ambedkar has burned the Manusmriti in 1927 to protest against the caste systems in India. That was a actually symbolic act for which it was famous. It was in vogue. But people came to know about Manusmriti since then. And I was attracted after my retirement, not few years before the retirement, after reading a criticism on Manusmriti by Professor Narar Kurundkar. He is the best thinker or the well-known thinker in Marathi, and Dr. A.H. Salunke. Those who have written very fine books in Marathi about Manusmriti. After reading that book, I thought that why not to study the original text of Manusmriti. So I went to study the original text of Manusmriti, which I got from Pune only. There is a institute called Radha Damodar Pratishthan, and Mr. One fellow, Vardhananda Bharati, has written a very good text of Manusmriti. So I studied that text for 5